Good morning, guys. I hope you all can hear me well. So, my videos, the reason why I started the TikTok channel is for a few reasons. I have a disability, it's called fibromyalgia. So, there isn't a lot known about the condition. I've come across nurses and doctors that haven't heard about it. So I've been struggling with this thing my whole life. For most of my childhood, they couldn't figure out what was wrong. So I've had this having to go to doctors, being seen by multiple doctors at the same time, where you yourself get confused afterwards. So the last place that I received treatment was at the Tygerberg Pain Clinic. So I must say the doctors, they are very good guys. We don't give there isn't a lot of positivity happening in the government hospitals, but what I can say is there is still that few individuals that does the work for the love of the work and that don't see people as science experiments. So the care and the attention that I got from the Tygerberg Pain Clinic, guys, I must say it was good. It was very good. Apart from the waiting, I have no other complaints. So, like I said, the one of the reasons are to spread awareness of fibromyalgia, but to spread awareness overall on the subject of disabilities. So some disabilities are not visual. You can't see it. If I sit in a wheelchair, then you can see something is wrong. We that have chronic pain, you don't see anything, you don't see no broken bones, you don't see wheelchairs. But the reality is, guys, we are sometimes in more pain than people that sit in wheelchairs. So no one's pain is better or worse, or it's individual from person to person. We know what our body can tolerate and what it can't. But the reason why I'm doing these videos is so some of the symptoms, if there's anyone that maybe have some of the symptoms, and guys, I'm not a qualified doctor. I'm speaking from a patient's perspective, not from professional people that went to study medicine. So please don't take what I say as doctrine that it needs to be like that. I'm just sharing my experiences. So in South Africa, the weather, like all of you guys know, the weather does crazy things. So this is the problem with fibromyalgia. When the weather gets too cold, then your skin literally feels like it's burning. Like this morning when I woke up, and this is every morning, guys, the only problem, the thing that's different to this particular morning is it's very cold. It has been very cold here by us for the last 4 or 5 days, and it's raining. So with fibromyalgia, and I know with some of the other arthritis conditions, when the weather is cold or when you're under stress, then your pain is just out of this world. So yeah, I want to share that, and then some of the symptoms, guys, that I'm experiencing. So sleep is something, normal sleep is something that you can forget about. It doesn't happen anymore. You will wake up a few times at night. Sometimes you won't be able to get back to sleep. So most mornings then, if you don't put your mind and your will into it, you will be in bed the whole day because the pain is just so bad. But fibromyalgia, and like many people struggle with this, when you have chronic pain or you have a physical disability, the mental side to all of this. So the doctors, some of the doctors explained to me at the pain clinic saying that, because I wanted to know what fibromyalgia is, why do you get it? And some of them, because there isn't a lot of studies on it, I know the doctors at Stellenbosch University in Cape Town, they are doing studies on it. And there I forgot what I wanted to say. So yeah, that is also one of the symptoms. They call it brain fog, F-O-G. Because you lose your train of thought, your memory is a bit whack. You can't think quickly on your feet on most days. It takes you a while to process things. So I also know one of the medications that I'm on, some of the side effects are that it affects your brain. So people with this kind of pain, they have to make very difficult decisions. One of the decisions that I had to make was, there is medication that can help with the pain, but the side effects, some of the side effects of that medication is you can lose your eyesight, eventually, gradually. You gain weight, and you just want to sleep the whole time. So it's quite potent medications. So how are you able to see? What choice do you make if you must decide between pain every day and going blind? So that's the kind of questions or situations that people with disabilities, people that's in pain all the time, that is the kind of decisions that we have to make. So, to cut the long story short, today, some of the things that I'm experiencing, I haven't been able to eat for plus minus 2 weeks. I don't get hungry. I'm going to make myself now a milkshake. This is the stuff that I buy. You can get it from ShopRite. It's not that expensive. Then you can make it with milk, warm water. So just to force myself to eat, because I know if I'm not going to eat, I'm just going to get weaker. And I don't want to get any weaker, because I have a non-profit organization, and the kids needs me. So I'm going to fight and do whatever I can from within my strengths. The rest I'm going to leave up to God. And like, being sick really humbles you guys. It strips you away. It strips away everything. Like, some of the things I've lost over the past 3 years was my employer decided I had a nervous breakdown one day at work. All the medications, all the things was just getting too much. And I literally freaked out, guys. I would wake up crying. I would be in constant anxiety. I'm sorry. But yeah, so my employer decided that they basically gave me a choice. It's either you you resign or we will fire you. So I know legally people can't tell you that. But you get to a point, guys, where you just don't want to fight anymore. Where you don't have any strength left to fight. So I enjoyed my work. I was still busy studying at the time. I need to complete a few more subjects to complete my degree as a management accountant. So my income was stripped. I've lost many of my supposed friends that I had. You know, those people that's around when everything are good. So they weren't really a loss, it had to happen. So being sick, it strips you of your dignity. Like I had to go from earning, I now receive a government grant, a government disability grant, which is plus minus 2,000 rand, guys. I used to earn that in 1 or 2 days. I've studied, I've worked hard my whole life to do a job, to work as an accountant. And this illness just stripped me away from all. It took so many things, guys. But I've made up my mind that it's not going to take anything more. So I want to also tell people, be kind. We all hurting in one way or the other. Sometimes just a smile or a hug, it goes a long way, or just simple understanding. So I've given up on explaining things to people because they just don't get it most of the time. And I want to say to other people, we as people that have disabilities, we want to work. It will be a very stupid person that would want to stay at home for a government grant that used to earn 10 or 20 times that. It doesn't make sense that you would do something like that. But the depression that I've experienced the last 3 years, guys, if God wasn't with me, I would not be standing here in front of you. So I had such severe vitamin D deficiencies because I don't get out into the sun. And I know it's going to take many years. And I trust God that He will heal me. I know He can heal me instantly. Don't get me wrong, guys. I believe and I pray for people that's sick. And sometimes they get healed and I don't. But here's the thing. I want to encourage all of you guys, whether you're suffering with physical pain, emotional pain, whatever pain you're struggling with, don't let it steal your life away from you. Get up in the mornings, try to get yourself out of that bed. I know it's difficult. But just please, just take one step, just put one step in front of the other. I know it's not easy, guys. Believe me, when I speak to people, I often speak from experience. And yes, so this is my life at the moment. Some days I'm like this, where pain are just taking over. The migraines are so bad where I can't see properly, can't drive anywhere. On Sundays, someone came to ask me to take them to the hospital to drive them there, and I wasn't able to because I was scared if I drive, I won't be able to see because of the migraines that was so bad. So I didn't want to put everyone's life at risk. So on my good days, I find people with more pain, and You don't have to look far, guys. I work mainly with children. Some of them are in wheelchairs, disabled. Some of them are able-bodied, but because I have experience with pain, I know what pain does. I think God has taken that, or is allowing this to go through so that I can use it to honor Him. And that is my only intention. Like this year, I turned 40. And in the beginning of the year, since last year already, I said to God, God, I know you're coming soon. I'm 40 years old now. So I've decided going forward, God, I'm going to give everything to Him. I'm going to live for Him, because if it wasn't for Him, I would not be here today. Because there was absolutely no reason besides my son and my husband to get out of bed. And I also want to thank all the husbands, all the wives that have to live with people that's ill or disabled. I know it's not easy, guys, because illness brings a burden on the whole family. So I want to thank my husband for his consistency, for being stable throughout all of this, where days where he also probably thought, how am I going to get through this? But God brought us through it all, guys. So my prayer and my hope is that I don't want to depress you too much. It's so early in the morning. Just to say, people, be kind. Be loving towards one another. Show the world who Jesus is, because that is what we all need. That love and affection and kindness. So I'm going to leave you with that. Have a blessed, blessed day, guys.